Impact Wrestling Sacrifice 2023 is this Friday, March 24th from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Going to go through the match card and predictions for you here today. We've got a star-studded lineup with 9 matches to go through. I'm going to kick things off with a star-studded 6-man tag team match. We've got Time Machine going against Josh Alexander, Rich Swann, and Frankie Kazarian. Now, of course, we've got the Multiverse United show coming up, which will be Impact Wrestling versus New Japan Pro Wrestling. That'll be coming up over WrestleMania weekend, the Thursday before WWE's WrestleMania show in LA. So this seems to be a tune-up match. And for me, looking at this, if you want to build up that Multiverse show, you've got Josh Alexander versus Kushida heading that show for the Impact World Championship. It makes sense immediately for Time Machine to pick up the victory. Now, Josh Alexander has handpicked his tag team partners, Rich Swann and Frankie Kazarian. Steve Macklin wanted to be a partner here. He wanted to make sure that Josh was 100% going into their championship match scheduled currently for Rebellion if Josh is still the champion. My expectation here is, looking at the fact that Macklin was not chosen, I think that Josh will not pick up the win. He will not be pinned either. I think one of his teammates will be taken out by Macklin, and I think that will lead to Time Machine picking up the win. A strong showing for Kushida to go into their championship match for Multiverse United, where I do expect there Josh Alexander will retain the championship. Revenge is everything for PCO. Kenny King stopping PCO getting that revenge in the Las Vegas desert on Eddie Edwards. Clearly that match now we're going to be carried over to Rebellion. Kenny King hitting PCO with a car, getting Eddie Edwards out of dodge. There was a 2-on beatdown this past week on Impact Wrestling, leading to the match to Kenny King and PCO at Sacrifice. I think PCO wins this one, leading himself on to against Eddie Edwards at Rebellion. But it's good to see. I mean, there's been no honor in this rivalry at all. And of course, Honor No More was a group last year where this all started with PCO and Eddie Edwards. Kenny King was a fellow stablemate as well, and looks like he still has Eddie Edwards back despite the group having to disband. The fight continues between Jonathan Gresham and Speedball Mike Bailey. Both have got great chemistry in the ring together as opponents and even as tag team partners. Recently as a team picking up the win over Decay, but of course Speedball reminding Jonathan Gresham that Gresham won at No Surrender. He wants revenge. He wants to get his win back here at Sacrifice. For me, fight forever. I'm so pleased to see these two in the ring together in whatever capacity. I do think they will go on to be tag team partners at some point, going for the Impact World Tag Team Championships. But here for me, I think that this could be a second of what could be a best of 3 series. So for me, I'm going for Speedball Mike Bailey to win this one. Hopefully the rubber match will be at Rebellion. And why not raise the stakes? Give me 2 out of 3 falls, Iron Man match all night long. I don't care. I enjoy watching these two in the ring. Long may it continue. Moving on, we've got a busted open match, a first time ever for Impact Wrestling. It'll be Tommy Dreamer against Bully Ray. Of course, this is a typical first blood match, but I do like the busted open stipulation, particularly both being on busted open radio. Long time friends for the longest time, since ECW days, going over 30 years, Dreamer and Bully Ray. Of course, they've fallen out for good this time, and of course, at No Surrender, Bully Ray did throw coffee in the face of Tommy Dreamer when Dreamer said someone like him. What does that mean, someone like Bully Ray? Well, the clue is in the name. The name is Bully Ray. Bully is not a nice guy. He is a bully after all, and I think that Bully Ray will pick up the win in this match, continuing to bully Tommy Dreamer. It is a natural, sympathetic feeling for a babyface when they are busted open in this type of environment. It would kind of make sense for Dreamer to actually make Bully busted open first, but the ref perhaps not seeing it, and then we see Dreamer with a lot more blood, if you will, and then the ref does see it, and then that's how Bully picks up the victory. Let's carry this over to Rebellion and get a full conclusion on one of Impact's biggest shows of the year. Next, let's talk about the X Division Championship. Trey Miguel will be defending the championship against a mystery opponent. It'll be one of Santino Marella's handpicked opponents, which is quite interesting. Trey obviously wanted to showcase himself, not being happy being left off No Surrender. He will have a showing here. Of course, Trey Miguel is involved again in the Multiverse United show. The fact that Santino has someone special in mind makes me believe that this could be a way to hype up this New Japan show, and I think that we've got some contenders that could be coming in from New Japan Pro Wrestling. A couple of names that stick out in my mind. El Phantasmo from Bullet Club is someone that tends to come over a lot of the time to Impact anyway. He could be a hand selected opponent, but of course being a heel, maybe that doesn't work. Maybe that rules out someone like Ishimori as well. It's been a long time since he's been in the Impact zone, but my prediction is going to be Lio Rush. I think he would be quite an interesting person to come in for the X Division Championship match. I'm going to go for Trey Miguel to retain, though, whoever he is facing. Like I say, he has a 6-way at the Multiverse United show, so I think Trey will be retaining here. Again, we've got the Impact World Tag Team Championships. We've got Bullet Club, we've got Ace Austin and Chris Bay going against New Japan Pro Wrestling's TMDK. I think this is going to be an exciting tag team match between these two teams. However, Bullet Club have only just won those championships from the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't see them dropping the championships just yet. Therefore, Bullet Club for me will retain the gold. We have a heated grudge match between Gisele Shaw and Deonna Purrazzo. This has gone on for a couple of shows now. Of course, Gisele Shaw did pick up the win at No Surrender. She went on to have a Knockouts Championship match against Mickie James. Of course, Deonna Purrazzo, though, a long-time rival of Mickie, came to the rescue and saved Mickie James. Of course, Gisele has her backup, of course, her stylist, her bodyguard, security. So, I mean, to be fair, it seemed like the right thing to do, didn't it, from Deonna Purrazzo? And of course, we've got another match here at Sacrifice between these two. This time round, I mean, Gisele does have the backup, so it does, in my opinion, make her the favourite. She's becoming one of the rising stars of 2023, but you don't want to lose the stock of Deonna Purrazzo. She has been arguably one of the greatest knockouts in company history. For me, I think that the right thing to do here would be to have the other two banned from ringside, make this 1-on-1, and Deonna Purrazzo goes over clean. We have the Digital Media Championship. Say his name and he appears. It is Joe Hendry defending against Brian Myers. Joe Hendry, in fact, saying he was going to offer the rematch clause for Brian Myers, who never got that since losing the championship. Of course, Brian Myers did attack Joe Hendry backstage just recently with Moose at Impact Wrestling, the weekly tapings. That's what led to this match here. Of course, Brian Myers has been close with Matt Cardona. Hendry has been upsetting Cardona quite a lot as of late. Moose, well, he's had his chance on a couple of occasions. Dancing Moose probably should dance to the side now and give some fresh challengers an opportunity at that Digital Media Championship moving forward now in Impact Wrestling. Joe Hendry, I believe he will retain here, and I think that he'll probably face Matt Cardona at Rebellion. Last but not least, let's talk about the Knockouts World Title rematch between Mickie James and Jordynne Grace for the Knockouts World Championship. Of course, these two did face at Hard to Kill. Mickie James successfully completing the last rodeo, becoming the Knockouts World Champion again, not without controversy with that tap out moment with Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne has said this time she won't escape the tap out. I'm looking forward to this match. These two, top of the game right now. Jordynne Grace has been unbelievable in the last 12 months. She has raised the stakes. She's arguably one of the top women's wrestlers going right now, but so is Mickie James. And like I said, the last rodeo storyline was absolutely brilliant. She's been a strong Knockouts champion so far, defending the championship successfully against Masha Slamovich at No Surrender. Is that storyline finished? Of course, just as we mentioned earlier on about the Busted Open match, we've got Mickie James and Tommy Dreamer teaming the night before against Bully Ray and Masha Slamovich. Is that going to play a role into this match here? Can Mickie James do a big match like that one night and face Jordynne the next night? It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to play out. For me, personally, I think that Mickie James is going to retain here, but if there was one match I would say that I'm quite uncertain about how it's going to go, this is the one. I wouldn't be surprised if there was shenanigans the other way, which led Jordynne Grace to winning the championship, therefore getting a rubber match at Rebellion, where perhaps maybe it was a submission match, for example. There was no other way than, say, a tap-out victory to settle the score. But I'm going to stick with my original prediction. Mickie James not long held that championship. I think she will retain, but like I say, this one for me could go either way. But that's my predictions, and now it's your turn. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Who do you think will be the winners and losers at Impact Wrestling's upcoming Sacrifice show? If you enjoyed this video, then please do consider hitting the like button. It lets me know that you want to see more Impact content here on the channel. Share with your Impact friends as well, and subscribe to SCW for more Impact Wrestling content, along with WWE and AEW as well. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you next time. And if you enjoyed yourselves here, why not check out these videos that are on the side of the screen right now.